Boom. All right. Might as well. It's just two of them.
And I'm actually going to unmute you guys because there's only 3 of us right now. I don't see this one getting more than 10 people, so it doesn't get too choppy and noisy with that little bit. But it'll also give you guys for the next 3 or 4 minutes a chance to talk to each other. One of the things I'm seeing reported very heavily is that children aren't getting a chance to actually socialize. So, any chance I give you, we can get an opportunity to do that. Here it is. Tran family, good to see you guys. I see Samantha's iPad, but I don't see you guys. I see the monitors are on, but don't see you guys just yet. And Zacho. Cool. Cool.
Zacho. Ooh, what's this? A notification. Your battery's dying. Good thing I have a charger.
Oh,
No.
battery is our lifeblood right now. We cannot have my computer die.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
All right. Got a good group of people going still.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I saw him earlier, and then he jumped underneath Sean. Not Sean. Junior. He's a wild one. Were you thinking about using the pretzel bottle?
I was.
You know, that's what I was thinking about earlier too. Moving at the bottom of the river.
I see how you do You get you outside, dude. You're ain't gonna survive the day.
We have a minor intrusion on our class right now. We're gonna name him Ralph. He's a cricket.
Yeah, good. Hop in that way. No, that way.
No,
Keep going. Keep going.
yeah, he's not very good at his landing.
He's been in here long. We just had water. There we go. Keep it up.
We'll get the floor.
I'm gonna look for like.
Woo! Saved the life. Cool. How good looking triple. Look at that. I see Zach Hurst. I got Hudson on, and that is Mr. Blake.
What's up?
Good to see you today,
Good to see-
Blake.
I like the energy. Love it.
So, how's everyone doing today? We enjoying our self-isolation?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody really want to get back out of the house pretty soon?
I do.
Yeah?
I don't.
You don't? You want to stay in your house forever?
Hey.
Oh,
No,
boy.
my school.
Oh, you're still doing schoolwork. You're just doing it online.
I know.
You'll still
I'm
do
just doing
that.
a lot of writing worksheets. I'm doing a lot of reading.
Oh, that's nice. Master Tursak and I are both working on trying to read a little bit more.
That's good. Okay, now it's fair. Now that we're both reading.
There you go. Cool. All right. Gabe, you look like you got yourself a nice little training area right there. Hey, Blake's got a nice little area to train at too. You guys got plenty of room to do basic Form 1, right?
Yep, we have space.
Sweet. That's the important part, as long as you can do basic Form 1.
I have a bunch of space.
Sweet.
If I go back, I have so much space.
Wow, look at that. You can do all your drill sets there.
Mommy. Aiden, hurry up.
Don't forget, guys, if you have not had any water yet, you should drink some water now. That way you don't have to get some water in the middle.
What?
All right, cool. So for my group that is here, and I'll remind you guys at the end, but I do want to show you this because this is the group that probably has heard about this the least. We actually have a school app that we've had even before all this, just so you guys know, because one of the things I experimented with, this is why we did white belts at the end of the week. It's a little tough to teach forms through Zoom. A bunch of people, but however, what we do have on here for the white belts, I know this is backwards. We have a white belt curriculum spot that includes how to do basic form 1 as well. So for my parents who are watching, if you've downloaded our app, it's on there. If you haven't yet, reach out to Master Miles sometime the next couple days, and she'll help you get it all set up for this group over here. So cool. Welcome to our first virtual white belt class. I like to see us. Mr. Zach's got his belt on. Mr. Gabe, I like the shirt, sir. Mr. Blake, love the energy. Miss Samantha, Mr. Hudson, I see that you guys are on. I just won't be able to give you guys feedback because I can't see you guys, but you're on, and I trust you're working. So do the best that you can. And then Miss Cat Leah, I lost Caden. Cool. Miss Samantha, I see you now. Great to see you, ma'am. Cool. And like I said, as long as it stays this low number, I'm going to keep the mute off so you guys can actually speak and we'll be able to hear each other. If for some reason we double in class size in the next couple minutes, then I'll mute everybody. But when it's this small, Hudson, good to see you, sir. Oh, I lost the game. And as a reminder, last thing before we get rolling for my guys watching, if you hit the set of dots and pin my video, it'll make sure when other people start talking, you're not jumping around to everybody else. So pin me, and that's all you'll watch the whole time then.
There you go.
Sweet.
You made yourself. You made it, everyone. I didn't.
Sweet. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get rolling. Go ahead and face me. Hands by your side toes together. Welcome. And bow knie. Jumping ready motion. Pump those hands in front. Right hand out. Left hand in your hip. Step out into a horse riding stance. Bend both knees. One punch. Go. Yeah. Right key at the one punch. Ready. Hut. Boom. Make sure you're still keying. Hut. 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 2 punches. Respect. Ready. Hut. Respect. Hut. Respect. Hut. Respect. And 3 punches. Self-control. Hut. Self-control. Hut. Self-control. Hut. Self-control. Awesome. Jumping ready motion. All right, repeat after me. We're going to go through the student creeds real quick. Everyone say, I'll develop myself
I will develop myself
in a positive manner
in a positive manner
and avoid
and avoid
anything
anything
that would reduce
that will reduce
my mental growth
my mental growth
or physical health.
or physical health.
I will develop self-discipline
I will develop self-discipline
in order to
in order to
bring out the best
bring out the best
in myself and others.
in myself and others.
And the third one, I will use
I will use
what I learn in class
what I learned in class
constructively
constructively
and defensively
and defensively
to help myself and others
to help myself and others
and never
and never
be abusive or offensive.
be abusive or offensive.
Awesome. Very cool, guys. Shoot motion. Cross your arms. Left foot in front, sparring stance. Say, yeah. Hands are up. Bellies are pointing sideways. Bouncing a little bit. Let's warm our bodies up just a little bit. So every time I key, I want you to switch feet. So everybody bounce. bounce, and hut, switch feet. Boom. So bellies change. You want to always have your eyes on the screen. So that's not the way to change, just so you guys know. Ready? We'll put our bellies back this way real quick. Ready? Hut, switch. Eyes on me the whole time. Keep those hands up. Hut, switch. Now as my feet switch, so do my hands. I don't want to wind up with like a backward sparring stance. Hut, switch. Hut, switch. And switch. 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 Don't move. I tricked a couple of you guys. Super. So now we got you guys warmed up a little bit. Let's go over our sparring stances. Our white belt class this week in classes, what we'd be focusing on is how to use our hand techniques in sparring. So we're going to be a little less technical on how to throw our punches, a little bit more on how we practice for using those. So I need everyone to get back in your sparring stance real quick. We'll have our left foot in front because that's kind of our general one. No matter what range of sparring we're on, every sparring stance has something in common. Everyone say belly sideways.
Belly sideways.
Eyes forward.
Eyes forward.
Knees bent.
Knees bent.
Good. And the last part is once I have my hands up, I also want to be bouncing a little bit. So I have my stomach pointing to the side. I'm looking where I'm sparring or at my partner. My hands are up, and I'm bouncing a little bit. Good. Now, you guys being in Tong Soo Do, we're going to talk about two types of sparring stances depending on your range. So what I want everyone to do is take your hands and bring them down kind of by your shoulders, kind of a little bit where most of you guys are at right here. Everyone say kick range.
Kick range.
Good. Now I want you to take one step in and bring your hands up by your cheeks and say hand range. Good. Drop those hands back down. Take a step back. Say kick range. Good. Step in. Hands by your cheeks. Say hand range. Good. Take a step back. Say kick range. So my hands can be a little lower. They're above my belt, below my shoulders here. When I go to hand range, both my hands up are by my cheeks. Good. Let me see. Kick range. Boom. Hand range. Hand range. Kick range. Take this step back. Hand range. Kick range. Switch feet. Good. Hand range. Boom. Hands are by those cheeks. Elbows are pointing down. Kick range. Boom. Hands drop back down again. Hands. Kicks. Beautiful. So everyone look over here. I'm going to kind of explain why we have those differences there. Can everyone see Master Nicholas and I over here? Thumbs up for yes, sirs. Yes, yes, yes. We can see us. Cool. Do what?
It's echoing really loud here.
It's echoing really. Okay, I'll try muting everybody and see if that makes a better difference.
I think someone else is using I think.
All right, I muted you guys. Hopefully that helps with the echo better. Yes, super. All right, that fixes it. Yes, super. So look over here at Master Nicholas and I. If we're close enough to where I could touch him with my hands, that means I'm in hand range. I could be punching him. What could he be doing to me? He could be punching me as well. So if my hands are down and his hands are up, who's going to win? His hands are always going to get there before mine does. So if I'm close enough to touch somebody, my hand's got to be up by my head. If I'm further away and he tries to kick me in the head, I have a lot of time to see that coming. So let's work that again. We cross your arms, left foot forward, sparring stance, say, "Eeah!" Hands are up and bounce. So remember, we have our general sparring stance and hand range. I get close. I bring my hands up because if I could punch them, they could be punching me. And I slide back to kick range. Boom. I can drop my hands down because more things will be going to my body now. Ready? Hand range. Boom. Kick range. Switch feet. Hand range. Kick range. Hand range. Kick range. Super. Third position I want you to understand. Everyone take your hands right where they are and just open them. Everyone say guarding stance. So if my hands are closed, we call this a sparring or a fighting stance because it looks like I want to fight, right? If I ever had somebody starting to be mean to me and I do this, right, I could get in trouble for starting a fight. So when I do this, does this look like I want to fight? Yes or no? But my hands are in the same spot. So we have sparring stances for your hands. We have sparring stances for your legs, and we have our guarding stance. All three of those. Let's put all three of those together. Ready? Left foot in front, sparring stance. Say, yeah! Ready? Hand range. Kick range. Guarding stance. Boom. Hands are open like I'm telling someone to stop. Ready? Kick range. Boom. Hand range. Guarding stance. Boom. My hands are open. Hand range. Kick range. Guarding stance. Beautiful. Air high five. Boom. Awesome, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, this for white belts, the most important thing we focus on this week is getting our punches down the right way. We're going to do that two ways. First, we're going to review how to throw them from our sparring stance. Then I'm going to teach you how to hit mitts. And if you have somebody at home to work with, we'll bring them in for that second part. So I'm going to watch my hands real quick. I just want you to, I'm going to see everyone's head because you're going to nod if it's good and you're going to shake your head if it's bad. Is this a good way to punch? Yes or no? All right. What about when I do this? Is that better? Right? What was the difference? I turned my hand over. All right. I'm also hitting with the front part of my hand. Is this a good punch? No. So here's what I want everyone to do. Cross your arms again. Left foot in front sparring stance. We're going to be using our left hand first. This is called a jab. Everybody say jab. All right. So front hand is a jab. I'm going to stick my hand out in a straight line. And at the last second, I'm going to turn my hand over. Boom. And then bring it right back to my cheek again. Ready? Now look at my screen. It looks like I'm looking like down like almost like the barrel of a gun, right? You can barely see my head. So I'm not like punching off into nowhere. I'm punching right in front of my nose. It helps keep my head safe. And then it comes right back to my cheeks again. Ready? Extend the hand. Twist. Hand back. Now for your backhand, same thing. Your backhand punch, I would say cross. So when I use my backhand, we have a separate name for it. It's called a cross. So same thing. You're going to turn your hips. You're going to punch your hand out. And at the last second, you're going to pop your hand over. Boom. Then we're right back again. Good. So ready? Nice slow cross. Out. Twist. And back. Good. So let's go back again. So jab. Cross. Left foot forward. Belly's pointing that way for me. Ready. And jab. Boom. We're going to go like 50% speed. So I'm not going super quick just yet. I want to make sure we have good technique down. So ready? Even go jab. Back. Cross. Good. And back again. Cross. Jab. Cross. Jab. Good. Now look at my head here again. I don't have my head out like this, like a turtle. As I throw my punch with one hand, what is this hand doing? It's staying where it was. I don't drop my hand as I punch. This one stays by my cheek. My shoulder pins in, and then I pull back to my sparring stance. Same with the backhand. I stick it out. This one stays right by my cheek, almost like I'm squishing my head between my hand and my shoulder, and I pull it back. Super. Everybody bounce a little bit. So now I'm going to, yes, Mr. Hudson.
May I go to the bathroom?
You may, real quick, but you got to go super fast. All right, guys, hands up sparring stance. So I'm going to call out jab or cross, and I want you firing them out kind of quick now. So we're moving around. We're in hand range, so our hands are up by our cheeks this time. Ready? Jab, boom. Jab, boom. Now it's your front hand. Cross. Good. Cross. Jab. Jab, cross.
Hey, good class.
Good. Jab. Jab. Cross. Cross. Jab. 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 Cross. Beautiful. All right. Double high five. Cool, cool, cool. So we have it now. Most important part of our punches. Two big things. Everyone say palm down.
Palm down.
I'm down.
Two knuckles.
Two knuckles.
All right. So I'm gonna hit Master Nicholas real quick. Yes. You have to watch this. So if I have a partner and I'm punching like this, is it gonna work very well? No. So my palm's down and I'm hitting with those two knuckles pushing in. So when I break boards, or I hit a chest guard, or if I ever had to defend myself, I hit with those first two. Everyone hold up a fist real quick so I can see. Hold up a fist. I want you to touch those giant two knuckles that stick off right on the front. That's the part you're going to a little bit higher there, Mr. Zachary. So you want the ones right where your hand connects. These ones. Yeah, there we go. Let's see Mr. Gabe, Mr. Hudson. Nice, Mr. Blake. Good, Caden. I think Miss Samantha looking good. And then who's my new M? Oh, Master Miles. She's watching you guys for notes. Very cool. So that's the part we want to hit with. Everybody say knuckles, palms down.
Knuckles, palms down.
Beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to take some focus bits real quick. And this is something, if you have your parents at home, once I explain it, you're welcome to have some practice. Mr. Caden, you can use your Wave Master. But this is where we start learning how to strike the right way. Everyone say crisscross. And everyone say crisscross. So what I mean by that is if I hold this mitt up, you're going to punch with this hand over your left hand. If I hold this mitt up, you're going to punch with your right hand. For my parents who are listening, it's left to left and right to right. So everyone watch Master Nicholas real quick. He's going to be you guys. So if I hold my left hand up, he punches with his left hand. Left to left. Right to right. He's turning his palm down. He's hitting with his knuckles. And this is our basic stuff we focus on this week. So if you have a partner, I want you to practice that. If not, I'm going to hold mitts for you. So ready, guys? Sparring stance. So now you have to react based off of how I hold these. For you guys, your bellies are going to point this way. So now I'm going to be opposite of you guys. There we go. Ready? And jab. Jab. Cross. Good. Cross. Good. Remember, backhand here. Backhand. Front hand. Or if you need help, if you have it, left hand. Right hand.
Master Tursa.
Mr. Hudson.
Master Tursa, my brother wants me to go in the tent too. We set it up, but how much time is left?
We have about 10 more minutes.
Okay.
All right, so guys, now, if I hold both the mitts up, what do you think you do? Show me. What do you think you do if I hold them both up? Kick your mom. She can kick you right back. Okay, you do one, everyone say 1, 2. Everyone say jab, cross. What I'm not going to do, I'm not going to do this, and I'm not going to do this, so I don't want both my hands hanging out. If I hold both mitts up at the same time, Mr. Nichols just needs to know to do front hand and back hand. Ready, guys? Hands are up. So now if I hold them both up, remember, front, then back. Ready? Go. Front, back. Front, back. Front, back. Go. Front, back. Good. Remember, this hand first. Left hand or front hand. Back hand or right hand. If I hold them both up, front, then back. Good. Hands are up. Here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to make sure your hands are by your cheeks and you're bouncing. Ready? Jab. Cross. Double. 1, 2. Good. Double. 1, 2. Cross. Jab. Jab. Cross. Beautiful. Everyone give yourself a clap. And a snap. And oh yeah! Got to be excited for yourself. You learn martial arts at your own house. That is so cool. So let's add some breathing in there now. For those of you who are working basic form 1 or do our punches in the beginning, we're always keying. So every time you throw a jab, we're going to get your hands back up again. When you throw a jab, we're going to do what's called a mini kia or a breathe. Everyone put your hand on your belly real quick. I want you to tighten your stomach up real quick and go. One more time and go. So I'm not going kia, but I want to make sure my belly gets tight. So I'm squeezing my belly almost like I'm laughing and going. So that's the sound we're going to make on a jab now. So let's go back to our hands. Sparring stance. Good. So if I have any parents who are watching or if you're going to be working on this later on this week, which I definitely encourage, here's the things we watch for. Breathing now. So we're getting our core involved. Ready? Hands are up. So everybody jab and go. And back. And back. And back. If you throw your backhand, we always kia. Ia! And back again. So let's work a couple crosses now with those kias. Ready? Cross. Ia! And back. Cross. Ia! And back. Now if I held up a double, you got to do both. Ia! You ready to say yes, sir? So now we have the 3 main things. Everyone say palm down. Hit with the knuckles. Make some noise. Ready, guys? Sparring stance. Left leg forward. Yeah. So for you guys, Belly that way. That way I can hold the mitts the way you'd see him in class. Ready? Jab. 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 Remember, we're breathing here. Cross. Yeah. Cross. Yeah. Jab. Jab. Double. Front back. Yeah. Double. Yeah. Good. Cross. Hey. Good. Cross. Hey. Jab. Jab. Cross. Hey. Beautiful. Give yourselves a round of applause real quick at home. I like it. So that is part number 1, and something very easy. If any of my parents are listening, you can use 2 pillows or even just your hands. I want everyone to watch real quick. If you have somebody, whether it be your brother or your parents using their empty hands, should you punch their hands as hard as possible? No, right? So if I'm holding my hands at Master Nicholas, he's still going to practice his punches. His palms are down. He's hitting with his knuckles. He'll start breathing, and he'll have his kiyas in there. But he's not trying to knock my hands off because that would just be really mean. Be clear to say yes, sir? Second drill we're going to work is punching to the body now and working on distance. So like I mentioned earlier, eyes on who? Maybe Mr. Blake going to turn around for a second. So I was just kind of explaining so you had that. If I can punch Master Nicholas, what can he do to me? He can also punch me back, so I don't want to stay here. So if I was doing some punches and I decided that I'm done, I'm going to hit him one good time in the body, and I'm going to slide back out of the way. Can you punch me from here, Master Nicholas? He can't, so we're going to go to safe distance. So hands are up. Let's practice that now. So we're going to do a little combo in the air, then we'll put it on some targets. Everyone go jab, cross, distance. And when I move back, I can move back to my kicking range so my hands can drop. Ready? Everyone shoot in. Hand range. Jab. Cross. Distance. And my hands can drop now because now I'm in kick range. Ready? Shoot in. Hand range. Jab. Cross. Slide back. Distance. Beautiful. So if you have targets, you got an awesome older brother there, Mr. Earl. Here's what I'm going to have you guys do. You have a couch cushion or a chest guard. This works beautifully. I'm going to give you something a little heavier to hit if you're at home. Master Nicholas is going to slide in, so he's going to be further away. He's going to slide in and bring his hands up. He's going to go jab cross. Then he's going to slide back out of the way and drop it in. He should be far enough away that I can't easily hit him. So if you have someone at home that can help you with that, I want you to do that. If not, I'm your partner. Caden, you can use the Wave Master. On your own. Slide in, jab, cross, move back. I see Carson's got Mr. Earl, Mr. Montroy's there. Ms. Freed, you've got an awesome mom working with you. I hope kicks you back later on. Mr. Blake's got your dad. Awesome. Mr. Zach, I'm your partner, sir. Sparring stance. Ready? So I want you to slide in. Hands up. Jab, cross. Slide back. Good. Or if you're watching this later on, I'll kind of be your partner here too. Ready? Slide in. Hands up. Jab cross. Slide back. And you can have those hands come down a little bit. Ready? Slide. Hands up. Jab cross. Slide back. Good. And as you're working on this at home, if I can have you guys look up here for a second because we're going to run this for a few minutes, start putting less of a pause in there. So we'll start with 4 parts. Slide and hands, jab, cross, move. Then eventually we want to make it a blur. So he's going to slide and punch. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And he's back out again. That's kind of the end goal we want to work. So hands are up. We'll do a couple in different parts. Mr. Zach or my YouTube guys, you're working with me. Ready? In. Jab. Cross. Out. Good. Ready? Slide. 1, 2, 3. Out of the way. Eddie. Slide. 1, 2. Out of the way. Eddie. Slide. 1, 2. Out of the way. Eddie. Go. 1, 2. Out of the way. Super. Now, 3 times as quick as you can. Slide in, punch, punch back. Slide in, punch, punch back. Slide in, punch back, back. 3, 2, 1. Go. Make sure we're breathing. And we're keying. Boom. And then I'm back. I'm still in my sparring stance. I don't finish and drop my hands. I'm sitting there waiting. I'm sitting there waiting because you're going to do 3 more. Go. 3 more really fast. Go. And back. And back. and back, and I'm up again. I'm waiting. Very cool. I like it, guys. Sweet. All right, guys. Everybody, eyes on who?
Eyes on you, sir.
All right. If you had a parent or a brother who was working with you, give them a high five for being awesome. Mr. Hurst, you get a fist bump through the television screen. Mr. Caden, I'll give you a fist bump as well because the Wave Master can't do that for you. So a couple things. We just spent 30 minutes working class. There's still a little bit more once we sign off. I do want you to practice because you would typically have an hour-long class. Can we do that? Say yes, sir? So here's what I want you to work after we bow out. If you can do basic form 1, I want you to practice that a little bit. Can we do that? Say yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
I want you to do 25 side kicks on each leg. Today's focus in class was hands. I want us working our kicks. And I want you to spend a little bit of time working on those punches while somebody's holding for you, like we just did. If you were in class this week, we would make you go for 5 minutes straight doing a mitt sparring. We call it target sparring. So I would literally, just for 5 minutes, make Master Nicholas between jabs, crosses, and both, and sliding back, and jabs, and crosses, and both, and sliding back, just to tire him out. So for my parents, you can really have fun pushing the kids there on that one. Can we say yes, sir? Awesome, awesome. And then again, for all my parents who are on here, if you did not know, what will be really helpful for this group, we do have a student app. It is called Spark Member App. I'm going to show you a picture of the curriculum side. It has all except their self-defense on here, so you actually know what they have to learn for their belt testing. It'll kind of help with those private lessons. It includes a video of Master Nicholas doing basic form 1. That's one of probably the hardest thing for us to teach you through Zoom right now is that first form. This will really help you out with that. So guys, go ahead and face us. I'd like to see all of you guys again next Thursday. Now remember, we have a kicking class and a hand technique class on Mondays and Tuesdays you're allowed to attend, and then a Facebook Live class on Wednesdays. So you can take a class every day of the week and then join us for a workout on Fridays. Go ahead and face us and bow. Kinye. Oos.
Oos.
1, 2, 3.
Tong
Su. Ready? Remember, guys, as I sign off, everybody say forms, breaking kicks, 5 minutes of sparring.
Also, Master Tursak, that's what I'm on.
That's what you're on?
Yes.
I like it. All right, you guys have a fantastic night. I got another class to start get running in a few minutes. You guys have a fantastic evening, guys.
You